西暦2020年、人間の世界をつなぐネットワーク。そこにはデジモンと呼ばれる未知の生命体が息づいている。
Hey, what's up, Tamers? Welcome to the second episode of Tamer Talk, where we like to keep everybody updated on the latest Digimon news. And with me today is still Infusion as well as Fluky from Twitch, as we continue to just keep you guys updated on everything happening with Digimon TCG. So for this second episode, the weekly recap will cover cards like Armageddon, Omnimon Zord D, Omnimon X Antibody, and then a lot of the amazing Digitamas like Digimon, Pyokomon, and Pikmon. There has been a lot of cards. Basically, the rest of Set 5, Battle of Omni, has been revealed through leaks. And in the links, you'll see Digimon card meta, Digimon card.dev, Ensign Gaming. You can look at them all. All the ones we don't cover, you can look at them yourself and everything. But let's mainly just talk about a lot of the cards that we fell in love with. So, Armageddon was the one that we kind of missed. It kind of came out like 2 days after we recorded the first episode of the podcast.
Yeah. It was probably like, actually, I think it was a week after we.
Was it? Oh, it was like February 4th.
Yeah, it was a week after. The whole line is just incredible, in my opinion. Like, it's just.
So it was like an entire package of just Diaboromon deck on steroids. It was Armageddon, Sonata Errata, the Tamer card, the Digimon Cyber Sleuth Tamer, yes, and then like the entire line for Diaboromon. Let me just read some of these effects off so you guys can understand. So for Armageddon in Set 5, the first effect is when playing this card from your hand, you may destroy one of your Diaboromon to reduce this Digimon's play cost by 12. Keep in mind, the play cost by default is 15, so you just turn entire level 7 Digimon into a 3 cost to play from your hand. The second card is, the second effect is Haste, meaning it can attack immediately, and it doesn't have to wait until next turn that it doesn't have Summoning Sickness. And then this third effect is both players' turns, all level 7 Digimon cannot activate their Wind Digivolve effects, which basically counters a lot of the Omnimons that were previously revealed. It basically counters their first effect because almost every Omnimon has a secondary effect that can activate no matter what by having just level 6s under it and etc. But it's still huge. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people love the fact that they can counter Omnimon in the Omnimon booster box.
Yeah, a lot of people in Japan are probably really happy about it because it stops Chaosmon, which Chaosmon was the biggest problem over there because you had the green and yellow version of Chaosmon, and this will check it a little bit. It still won't kill the decks, but it will check them for a minute.
One thing I also want to add on is that it will really give a lot more viability to black because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like black has been really underwhelming. It's had a lot of cool cards, a lot of really iconic moments, but the problem is they've never been meta defining.
Yeah, it's like Black kept kind of scraping by and saying like I'm still here, but now it's kind of exploded especially for those people who just really do not like Omnimon in general. And because of this, it's like this is the reason why we're trying to make sure to help out with this podcast. This is the reason why everybody should try. If you like this game enough, you should do your own research because as soon as this card got announced, as soon as the leaks came out, Diaboromon went up in price on TCG Player. The Set 1,
not even the good one, really.
Not even the new one. The old Set 1 Diaboromon went up in price.
I was one of the players that as soon as I saw it, I immediately went on Amazon and I bought them for $10. And
what are they now?
They're about, I think they're close to 12, maybe even a little bit higher. I can't remember because the
for the trap.
Because it modulating a little bit.
But then the alternate art went up in price. Well, alternate arts have went scalping price now. A lot of scalpers are realizing that they're the only ones with those cards, so they're trying to sell a lot of those cards for high price. The promos are extremely expensive because it's hard to get them.
Yeah,
there's
promos are $100.
Yeah, the Diaboromon promo, right? I think he is 100.
He is right here.
Diaboromon.
Yeah, as we look at it on TCG Player in front of us and all that. Yeah, Diaboromon, as of the time of recording this, is actually almost $100, like $93, $98. And that's insane. And again, those prices are, of course, it's kind of like scalping. People know that it's hard to get the card and everything, so they try to sell it at high value. But at the same time, it's also coupled with the idea of Battle of Omni. Armageddon looks like it might be a really meta defining deck for Black. So it's like seeing into the future and seeing, also saying like, oh, no one can get their hand on this card. What really messes me up is the fact with these promos, right? Tangent. I don't understand why it's only one promo in each pack.
Okay, so I can explain a little bit because they're doing the same thing as Super.
Right.
Dragon Ball Super, they did the exact same thing with their promo cards. They did it one per each, so that way people would. Because here's the thing, they want people to like come into the tournaments to try to win the promos as best they can. But the things that they're trying to also make sure that like they have enough promo cards for everyone. That's why they lower the amount of it, and then like in bigger tournaments they'll give you more promo card or more promo packs to like try to pull from everything. It just makes it desirable to come in and like try to get everything you need and try to make it also cost efficient for the game stores.
I get
it's just, but that's still the same problem you're going with Dragon Ball Super because a lot of the promo cards are meta,
right?
And I feel like if there's 8 promos, you should at least get 2 of the promo cards out of one pack, and then they'll encourage people to trade and etc. Because right now it's just you hear the price of this promo on TCG Player, it's $100. Because one card per pack, not 2, not 8, one card per pack. And that's why it's like so high.
Right.
And that's the only reason why I'm saying like I wish they would have increased it at least by 1.
I
just
agree.
lower
I really do. But
there's nothing we can do.
Yeah. There's nothing we can do because like it's Bandai. It's literally it's because of Bandai. They're still trying to get used to their whole game mechanic. It could change in the future because it did for Super for a minute. Because like they actually did start to like do some different things with it, but it just depends on Bandai, and depends how much you care for the game. Because the game can do a lot more, but it depends on the players as well. If the players can show that like they can make great things out of this, it can change a lot. It just depends on the players as well. It doesn't depend on the company. It depends on us too.
Right. And by the way, that the Diaboromons we're talking about aren't the only ones and everything. In Set 5, again, there was a new Diaboromon that was announced as basically as the effect of when Digivolve, spawn 1 white, 14 cost Diaboromon token. So that's actually really good. You can spam tokens as much as possible to get Armageddon out and stop your opponent from going into Omnimon as much as they want. And just slow them down and make them think a little bit harder, etc., etc. And then, of course, listen, Sanada Arata, I love his name so much in the game.
Arata
Sanada Arata.
Rolls off the tongue so easily.
Oh, yeah. And his effect is start of turn. When you have a unidentified attribute Digimon in trash, gain 1 memory. And then your turn, when you digivolve your Digimon into Diaboromon, you may rest this Tamer to spawn 1 white Diaboromon token. So token spam is important. I don't know if the Diaboromon decks have other level 6s that aren't Diaboromon. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I think it's all. I think it's just
strictly all Diaboromon. That's why these prices are all jacked up. In an Armageddon deck, you're not really running a lot of different level 6s. It's just Diaboromon. And
I mean, you can run cards like Bliss Greymon and Crest Grumon. You wanted to help out like with the strategy a little bit, but you don't have to.
I don't think
it depends on people.
Sorry, I don't think it really helped the strategy. I think it would just help hinder your opponent as opposed to helping
slow them down a little bit more.
Because like it doesn't really give you value. It just gives you value from hurting them as opposed to you gaining something.
While we're talking about Diaboromon, we might as well talk about the new Sunamon that was also announced. And that's another reason why I think that people shouldn't play more any other level 6 other than Diaboromon because this inheritable effect of Sunamon is when attacking once per turn, if the Digimon is unidentified type, draw 1 card.
And the only card that's ever been unidentified is Diaboromon, the entire line. So
so
it's pretty vanilla just to build that deck.
It's really easy. You can just piece it together yourself and everything. Run 4 blockers, of course. Run the Diaboromon line. Digimon it's not hard to deck build in Digimon. It's hard to edit and make the right choices for the meta and everything. Like the hardest thing comes from just adapting.
Yeah, that's a better word for it because like it's getting harder for people to deck build now because everyone so far is still trying to figure out their whole mojo with the game. Yeah, with the game, and it's just deck building can be easier if people just give it a shot to just do research. That's really it.
Because my whole thing is just make a vanilla deck, make net deck if you have to, and then go from there after you've learned how to use that deck and everything. Try to make your own deck and figure out why the meta deck worked and et cetera, et cetera. But I digress. Let's go on to another Digimon. Let's go. How about Omnimon Zort D?
Oh, guys, I love this dude. This guy.
It's called.
He is the one. He
okay.
is lit.
First Omnimon with a security effect, right?
Yep. The first
so
one, security effect.
Let me just read this out loud
First
and everything.
7 with the security effect, I think. Actually.
Yeah, actually, you're correct.
Yeah, you're actually right. Yeah. So its first effect, security. Without entering battle, play this card without paying its cost. It does not battle whatever was hitting the security.
Nope.
So that Digimon stays alive, but you still get a free Omnimon on board, a level 7 on board. Second ability, when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Tamer cards. We can now destroy I mean...
I love that, dude. Oh,
guys, we can now get rid of Tamers.
I hate playing against yellow and their Tamers. I can finally be like,
get rid of that
Tamer on the field. Let me build up to this real quick and just pop it.
Oh yeah.
All the Kyries and TKs.
It's just specifically.
Hey.
We get the combo Tamers are going to be a problem too.
They will be. He's right. The combo Tamers will be a problem too.
Right, and that's not all though. Yeah. It has a third effect. When deleted, delete one of your opponent's Digimon.
Anything. Yeah. Omnimon. Oh, you got an Omnimon there? Let me delete that real quick.
It's called, like it feels like this is a toolbox of just I don't like you.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Digivolve some purple, Digivolve some black. For 3.
Yep. 1300 beater.
Yeah. So. It's
1300 DP. Yeah.
Yep. It's the DP is small, but it's still an effective card because like if you're playing a black or a purple deck, you can play 3 or 4 of it, and wherever you see, you just go off now.
And I mean, like honestly and everything, if you're playing a black Omnimon Zord D deck and everything, you're probably gonna have it with jamming anyway, in some way, shape, or form.
Yep.
And then if you're using purple, you're gonna probably have it with Vengeance.
Yep.
Good.
Just saying. I mean, like, just guessing.
Better idea. Do you know that one card that brings the card back when it's deleted?
Yeah, Back for Revenge.
Back for Revenge.
I don't know why we keep hyping up this card so much.
It's so good. Okay, because
Lilithmon can add it back to hand.
Yeah, add it back to hand.
And then Matt can add it back to hand.
Do that. Put it on him.
Yeah.
He dies, deletes, comes back. He may not be divisible.
Swing into a different Omnimon or Armageddon and everything. Delete something else. Come back. It just writes itself.
It's magical, baby.
It writes itself. I don't know. It's like everybody's just like, why do they keep talking about this stupid card?
Because it's underrated.
It's underrated.
So good.
You can use it just maybe at 2. I'm not just saying. Purple, you can add stuff back to your hand.
Facts.
It's not going to kill you. All right, we got Digimon purple and baby Digimon.
My baby.
The heritable effect is your turn, once per turn. When one of your other Digimon is deleted, this Digimon gains 2,000 DP for the turn. Really easy to accomplish. Swing with Tapermon. Swing with Gilmon. You know what I'm saying?
Like literally just make the entire line of Gilmon, Digimon, and basically you pretty much can easily do
right.
Like pretty.
Isn't there a new version of the Weregarurumon anyway that destroys something on your field too?
Yeah, I think
so if anything survives the security attack, swing and use the inheritable effect to destroy something to unsuspend, and then boom, you still got 2,000 more DP.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, plus you have Purple Gallimon that pops everything. That pops cards to field for free.
Right.
And this Mustard Borns them back anyway.
Right.
Facts.
But it has to be your Digimon, your other Digimon.
Yep.
So that's the main thing. Yeah, I'm telling you, these Digitama are just coming out of nowhere with just amazing effects.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
For no reason at all. They're just good.
I mean, I feel like they have to be a little bit, to be honest, to get you
it
started.
Yeah.
You know, that too. But like also, it's like the starting point of your deck, pretty much.
Right.
You always want to hatch the very beginning of your turn. Always want to build up from that, depending on how the game's going. But
depending on the deck you want, you're really trying to build up to that level 7.
Yeah, exactly.
Or that level 6.
Like they are that's your bread and butter right there. They set the tone for that next
you
battle.
Going first, you can still draw. As long as you Digivolve, you can still draw.
Facts.
You're going first.
Facts.
Although it's Digivolution draw, but still. It still matters. Okay. I know I've been hogging all of the talking lately and everything, but Omnimon X Antibody, I don't want to say this for last. It's just so cool. Because Infusion actually predicted it, and I was just like, oh, maybe it'll be a level 8. Nope, they just said level 7 that can Digivolve from other Omnimon.
I love it.
Yeah, its effect reads, your Digimon with Omegamon in its name can Digivolve. Wait, man, I'm reading this completely wrong.
Okay, take your time. Take your time. We can do. It's
I can
that
breathe.
important.
I can breathe
I
air.
can help with that.
I found it. Okay. So, your Digimon with Onmon in its name can digivolve into this card in your hand for a memory cost of 3, ignoring this card's Digivolution requirements. And then the second effect is, when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to this Digimon's DP. And then its last effect is, opponent's turn. When your opponent's Digimon attacks, you may trash 2 of this Digimon's Digivolution cards to end that attack, completely nullifying it.
Yeah.
No one attack. To our knowledge, no one attacking effects go off, right? Maybe not. I'm not sure completely.
We'll find out next week when
the set is actually released, and then they release the rules Q&A.
Yep. Yeah, so we'll find out all the rules later on with that.
But I mean, like, you got to think about it like this and everything. Now you can stop any person with vengeance, retaliation, vengeance.
Yep.
Or if you have a vengeance, Zort D, put them on top of it, gain map, just attack, all this other stuff, get some purple effects, be pretty hypey.
You can turn on X anybody into vengeance and everything, but it's like during your opponent's turn, stop any attack that you feel like is too much. If they have a security attack plus 1 or, or 1 or however high they can go in set 5, stop that completely. You don't want your, entire security be completely sacked by 1 Digimon.
Yeah, one of the things I actually do like about this new Omimon that we're getting is the fact that it's one of the very few level 7s that has a non-distribution effect that actually matters a lot, because it has a when attacking effect that pops anything. And for red decks, it's really good because red can raise power level to a really high level. And for blue, it's really good for defensively because now blue doesn't have to worry about gaining power. They just save themselves a little bit. And then black and purple, who can also digivolve on top of Swords, and Swords D with it, can do a lot with it too, because now they can just put cards in the trash and for purple. Yep. And then for black, it helps protect their blockers, so their blockers can save themselves.
You might also be able to give it blocking or reboot, so you can stand back up.
Yes,
that's actually pretty fire, actually.
Of course, we're thinking about cards that are coming from set 1.0 and set 1.5 and everything. Again, we're EN players. We're not really JP players to the full extent of knowing every single card. But again, it's just like one of those things of like, honestly, I think you would have better chance just benefiting from Omnimon X Antibody as long as you digivolve over something that has more than 2 digital sources.
Of course.
Like, yes, you can go in from, Zord D coming from security and then go on X Antibody, but at the same time, it's like, that's kind of a waste.
Yeah,
you can benefit more from Zord D just doing its own thing. But again, you can have this as a one-of tech in a lot of, because remember, almost all of these level 7s are Omnimon. Besides, Millenniumon, Ragnarlordmon, and Armageddonmon, a lot of level 7s are just strictly Omnimon right now, no matter what the color. Remember, the Digivolution cost does not matter. So
yeah, for me personally, I'm probably putting it as a 3 or 4 for one of my red. I like a 2 or 3 or 4 in my red deck just because it's decent.
In red and blue, it just goes in period. I think, depending on what you want to do with the deck, I guess. But it's like, it's called like, especially to counter Armageddonmon, because there's going to be a lot of people who are just going to use Armageddonmon to try to hard counter everything that you do. So it's like one of those things of like, you kind of have to try to have X Antibody to just go against that. All right, more Digi-Eggs, because the Digi-Eggs are amazing. Pyokomon. Now, this is a green Digi-Egg that has the inheritable effect. Your turn. If this card is trash due to Digiburst effect, one of your Digimon gets 2,000 DP for the turn. This can go really good with Rosemon. The new Rosemon introduced in set 5 has the effect main trash 3 of this Digimon's Digivolution cards. Activate the effect below. All of your Digimon will gain security attack +1 for the turn.
Yeah, so that's Digiverse effect. So
and it's a main.
Yep.
You can activate it whenever you want. You don't have to activate it immediately when you digivolve or nothing.
Yep, you can pair that with a bunch of good Digiverse cards like Kabuterimon and the one green card a lot of people are
Rafflesiomon? I can't.
Rafflesiomon.
Yep,
Rafflesiomon.
Yeah.
It's also introduced in set 5. Its first effect is Digiburst 2.
Yep.
And then all of your Digimon get plus 2,000 DP for the turn. And then second ability is your turn, once per turn. When one of your Digimon activates one of your opponent's, Digimon can't attack or block until the end of your opponent's next turn.
Yeah, so they activate Digiburst.
Oh,
they can target
okay.
your opponent's Digimon, and then they can't block or.
Some of these translations are missing the keywords and everything.
Yep.
So excuse me.
Yeah, don't worry. I do a lot of research and stuff.
Green
so I know
still has a lot of counters, even though, like, okay, we'll talk about the restriction list and everything a little bit later. But you got to realize, yes, green and yellow did not get a new level 7. That's cool. But it's like green still has a way to come back and everything and do whatever the heck they need to do. They got some solid options.
Yep.
Yellow has it's now dominating Rookie Rush with a lot of Crusadermon and everything.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute, to be honest, because I have a lot to talk about with that.
So Kiwimon is cool. So I don't really care for Palmon that much, but I don't care about reveal top 3 that much. But the Kiwimon has the reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck. Add all Digimon cards with among them to your hand. That has Digisorption.
Yeah. No, Digiburst.
Digiburst.
Yeah.
Okay. And then place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck. And then again, if they can just focus on Digiburst, right? If Green can just focus on Digiburst and get rid of have all these extra effects, have all of these cool effects that make them relevant. Cool, because Green was already meta anyway in JP. Green was top dog and everything, but let's see how it goes now that Battle of Omni is here.
Mm-hmm.
So when I mentioned yellow being like more Rookie Rush now, you got to like really look at some of these new cards that got revealed. So the Digitama that was revealed, Pikmon, its inheritable effect is when attacking, if you have 3 or more Digimon on play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 1,000 DP for the turn. And then we can go all the way to Spiral Masquerade.
Yep, Spiral Masquerade.
Yeah, this is option cards of 4 to play, 4 memory to play. And its main effect is for each Digimon you have, trigger below effects. During this turn, one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 3,000 DP. And then, the security effect is activate this card to main effect. So it's basically its own little Shine Greymon, but in option card form.
So I have a question real quick.
What's up?
So you can activate it more than once if you have like 2. Am I asking that right? Because that's what this says. Maybe for each Digimon you have in play, activate the effect below. So I think you activate it like, you have 1, you activate it 1 time. If you have 2, you may be able to activate that effect.
And then you'll be able to choose different Digimon.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
It's an option version of Shine Greymon, but
it doesn't. It relies strictly on Digimon.
Yeah. So
got you. I was confused about that.
One good thing about the whole combo with that thing is where Crusadermon, you can pair it up with the Angelomon from set 1.5 here in EN, and play 2 Digimon with 1 attack, because Crusadermon lets you play a level 3 yellow or a warrior Digimon for free, and you can just play that, and also his own line too with I think his name Kotomon or something like that, right?
Yeah. Kotomon is the Digimon that has like the what's it, bonsai sword?
Yeah.
What's it? Wooden bamboo?
Sword?
Bamboo.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
a bamboo training sword.
Bamboo training sword.
I think it's supposed to be based off of what is that martial art where they have the swords? Aikido, I think? No. We don't worry about it.
I know what it is. I just need to think about it.
It's escaping our minds, and I guess we have not reached the full power of Weeb yet. So Kotemon, its on play effect is reveal 5 cards from top of your deck and add up to 2 yellow Digimon cards with Warrior or Holy Warrior in their types among them to your hand, and place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. I love reveal cards that say up to 2.
Yep.
Because I'm really bad at just getting 1. So if you give me more of a chance to get my card,
as
cool.
Palmon start crying somewhere.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, Palmon hates me so much that it's not even funny. And then Gladimon. Now Gladimon has on play as well. Look at your security stack. You may reveal 1 Digimon card with Warrior or Holy Warrior in this type from among them and add it to your hand. If you did, trigger recovery 1.
I will say something. I found it. It was Kendo.
Kendo.
Okay. Kendo. I had to Google that too.
Oh yeah, Google our best friends.
Always.
Okay, so Nightmon on play. Now the entire line has something to do with negative DP. Nightmon is on play as one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 4,000 DP for the for the turn. And can't Crusadermon
Yep,
call it out?
Crusadermon can play for free because it is a warrior Digimon. So Crusadermon can just play that and then just get rid of like rookies or anything like champions or rookies with it for free because it just minus 4,000 DP.
Well, yeah. To recap, by the way, again, Lord Nightmon, when attacking, you may play a yellow level 3 Digimon card or a yellow Digimon card with warrior in its type from your hand without paying its memory cost. When attacking, if you have multiple, cool. But again, it's like it doesn't have to be specifically level 3. It can be the entire Digivolution line, which again, Digimon encourages you to play the entire Digivolution line. So, you know, that's going to probably be an easy move to just play all of these warrior type Digimon in this Lord Nightmon deck or Crusadermon deck. Now, going over to blue, because I don't think blue's been getting a little bit of spotlight during this episode already. I've been talking about it all episode last time, but look at this. Now, Neptunemon. Okay, it's simple. Yeah, it's 2 to Digi. You know, it's a level 6. During your opponent's turn, this Digimon can't be attacked. Now, I know it's a simple effect, but at the same time, it's very appreciated for blue because blue doesn't have a lot of amazing, like, you know, DP. DP wise, blue doesn't have the 12,000 mark. It usually stays around 10 and 11.
I think only
it's rare.
I think the only one you have is Plesiomon. Yeah,
the starter deck Digimon. The only, to our knowledge, the only blue Digimon with more than 11,000 DP is Plesiomon. The starter deck card.
I agree. Yeah, I gotta be honest. The only thing that he's gonna be worrying about is anything that is yellow. Because yellow can
just
be,
neg.
Yeah, that and also
anything that says delete.
Pops. Yeah. So like Trump Sword somehow isn't like.
Here's saying because remember, if you tag the thing, the Trump Sword doesn't do anything to it.
The trap what?
I mean, if it's suspended, Trump Sword.
No, that's
not
true. Trump Sword, right?
But at the same time and everything too, it's like you got 10,000 DP. You better have some DP boosters. If you're attacking security, you better have some DP boosters under it. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, it doesn't have Garurumon in its name, so it's going to be hard. Because a lot of the DP boosters in set 5 say you need to have Garurumon.
That's true. I still think it's pretty good for Omnimon decks because like it's a low cost to evolve and they can't.
Then you just attack like a blocker. Yeah. That's suspended, maybe, you know.
Yeah.
Like maybe you don't attack security. Maybe you don't risk it. Maybe you have it at 2 just in case, you know, you're getting steamrolled or whatever. Or you can have have Neptunemon take out a few blockers every other turn and not worry about them being attacked in next. So blue and red. Wait, is it just blue and red that got the 1 to Digivolve?
Yeah, because everyone else got one. Everyone else got one.
Already?
Yep, everyone else got one. We're the last 2.
Coelamon is the... Oh my gosh, this artwork so... I don't know. I don't like the pink flesh. I just don't like the flesh.
It looks like something just bit it and said, you know what, you're going to live. Like, I don't care.
No.
That was weird.
Yeah, compared to Monochromon,
it's like it's supposed to be dead.
He does look ugly.
Yeah, it looks like it's supposed to be dead. Well, it's an ancient fish that it says here, so it's technically supposed to be extinct.
God. It should have stayed extinct.
So yeah.
Yeah, it has. It's our level 4 blocker. That, you know, again, it's all the only difference is it has 5,000 DP instead of 6.
Can you even show us on YouTube?
Yeah, it doesn't have a penis. It doesn't have a penis.
It's facts.
It doesn't have any genitalia, from what I can tell, and I'll blur it out just in case.
I gotta admit, compared to Monochromon, he does not look as bad as Monochromon.
Yeah, Monochromon looks amazing because it's just a Triceratops, or not Triceratops, whatever specific dinosaur.
Yeah, I think it's a
When I was a kid, I was a big dinosaur nerd, so seeing him, a Triceratops is one of my favorite dinosaurs like this. Is just beautiful.
Monochromon is the red level 4 blocker that is 1 to Digivolve, by the way.
You just did some soul searching for me. That's why I liked Agumon. He's a T-Rex. Yeah. I'm an idiot. I'm a dummy. I'm like, wait a second. Because I used to like dinosaurs too.
Hey.
Yeah, he's a little bit That's pretty lit.
There's some good commons in this set too, like Dorkmon. It is a common. Dorkmon. Screw it, Dorkmon. He's a dork. The artwork is good. No matter what rarity this card game has, the artwork still just be on point sometimes. Except for Coelamon.
Yep.
Coelamon looks nasty.
It looks like he has eczema.
Some kind of skin condition.
There's
this common level 6 Dorbikmon. It has the when attacking effect. You may trash one red Digimon card in your hand to add the trashed card's DP to this Digimon for the turn. Now, if you couple, this can be its own deck. We're not trying to say like this is an Omnimon or meta deck, but like if you're trying to make a budget deck, Dorbeckmon might be a good idea because you can literally have plus security and everything and still go toe to toe with other Omnimon decks because you can probably go past the 15 DP by adding like what's it called? You can get rid of some level 3s that are like 4,000.
Or you can get rid of one. Or you could get rid of one of your dead on your dead level 5s or 6s if you
that you can't digivolve into because it has to be from hand.
If you can get one of those like you can't digivolve into right away, just pop one of them and
maybe if you have some unplay stuff that you really do not want to play anytime soon too, get rid of them too. And all that,
he's really good. I actually think like a good partner for him could be like
what do you think?
Honestly, a good partner
Gallimon, maybe?
I think either Gallimon or Blitzgreymon could be a decent partner for him, just because of the fact that like Blitz can digivolve them and then Dormon can just attack over the other one.
Oh yeah, you're right. I've only had Piercing though. I wish it could have.
Hey, who knows? In the future, you might get a Digimon that can give Red Digimon piercing.
Please don't.
I don't think there's a...
What do you mean, please don't?
Please don't.
What do you mean, please don't? Blue player. Purple player?
2 security checks, attack, piercing. What?
I need you to stop. I need you to stop.
I'm sorry, purple player. How many police cards do you have in your deck?
How many what?
How many removal do you have in purple?
How many reborn cards do you have in your deck?
That's the... Our deck's built like that. You guys don't need piercing.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do, man.
Red finally got its own new like mechanic, which is advanced.
Well,
it's
that's
called
nice
advanced
for you,
now.
but you need piercing.
But piercing's cool, so that's why we need it.
Piercing's awesome.
Talking about this new effect. What was it called? Is it called Blitz?
It's called Advance.
Yeah, it's what we call it.
It's been correctly translated to Advance, I guess, according to Twitter.
I'm okay with that. Personally, I'm okay with it.
Please don't put Digi in front of it.
Digivents.
Yeah, we writes it so. All right, Bandai.
I mean, Digivents is not that bad. Not as bad as what was it? Digizorb.
Digizorb. They should have just called it. What's it called? What was it? Absorption.
Digizorbson.
No.
I think it was called Digizorb.
No, I thought it was called something else.
No, Digizorb. It was called Digizorb.
Digizorb.
Yes.
And then they called it Digi-Absorption.
Yep.
It went from download. It was fan-created download. I thought download was cool, but I guess I'm stupid.
Because like it's still when you say download, it still keeps with that like computer gimmick of like.
But no, Digi in front of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Digiload.
Remember, Digigestion is an EN thing. It's not a JP thing. Bandai just said we're putting Digi in front of every word.
Digi.
Yeah, because I think in the anime they call them the chosen ones. They don't even call them like Digidestins.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just
just the American thing.
Yeah,
same thing with like Goku's speech, his Superman speech, for no reason. All right, so by the way, we have some level 3s that's supposed to counter a lot of the fast Digivolution that's happening. So one example is Cutemon, which is the yellow level 3 that says during your opponent's turn, your opponent cannot reduce the Digivolution cost. So this is really important for against Omnimon decks. Wait, what colors all have it?
It's red, blue, and yellow.
Purple got it.
Purple got it?
We ain't got it.
Purple didn't get it. Black didn't get it.
And green didn't get it either.
Green didn't get it either.
Yep.
So
not yet.
This is going to be the only way to really kind of slow down your opponent's deck. Maybe it's immediate 2-of at least. Especially if you're going against set 5 meta, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's really important to have this because it's like you can't have them get all the way to Omnimon too fast.
Yeah, fun fact about that, the yellow and blue versions of Cutemon have the exact same text. It's the red one that's different text.
Yeah, so Geosmon, is that Geosmon?
Gassimon.
But there's no I.
I don't know, man. I'll go by the anime. I'll go by what the anime calls.
All right, Gassimon, right? I mean, it's on the screen. Gauss?
Geosmon?
Listen, we're not about to spend the entire podcast explaining this dude's name. It has the effect of opponent's turn. Your opponent can't reduce Digivolution cost, but it also has the its first effect on the top is your turn. Your other Gaussmon all get plus 3,000 DP. So you can run it at 4 and then Rookie Rush a lot.
Boost, no Digivolution. Nice.
Yeah, all of them get 3,000 DP. So if you have 4, right? So wait, oh man, that's math. Wait, hold up. 3, 6, 9, 12. That's plus 12,000 DP. So that's 14,000 DP if you have 4 of them on field, right? Or
wait. What was
your other Gale's-mon? Wait. 3, 6, 9. So 9 plus 2 is 11. I'm not stupid. I swear, guys. Please don't judge
Take
me.
your time.
Yeah.
I'm
so
going with you.
if you have 4 Gale's-mon on the field, they all give each other 9,000. Because remember, your other Gale's-mon all get 3,000 DP.
Yep.
So you have 4 on the field at the same time. They all get at least 9,000, making these 4 Gale's-mon 11,000 beat sticks.
Which is not anything that's like just.
And if you can run the trial deck, it's a 3 to play, by the way. It's a 0 to digivolve. You can run the trial deck tie to increase the DP even more. So you can have rookies that are technically 12,000 DP, or you can stack them, or et cetera, et cetera.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the first Red Rookie Rush deck that's ever been created.
Because I don't think Red Rookie Rush. I don't think Red has been really Rookie Rush.
They haven't.
I think they mostly just defaulted straight to the old Omnimon combo because it's just easier to do that. But
I gotta be honest with
right
that
now,
and Biomon, that could be something actually with that and Biomon. Because what cost that thing? A 2 cost?
It's a 3 to drop.
Oh, okay, remember.
Yeah.
I was about to say. I think it was 2 costs, and that's what.
Oh, yeah, they're not gonna do that, dude. They're not gonna give that a 2 cost. It's too powerful.
Yeah, it's true.
Too powerful if you have all 4 on the field.
You talking about the blue one yet?
The blue one? They do all the same things.
Yeah, they say
I know, but it's cute.
I like it.
He's cute. Sayakamon.
Yeah. The artwork's amazing. Is that a Sunamon in background?
Most likely.
Oh no! Wait, no. That's just a Siakamon with his shell closed.
Oh, you're right.
I'm about to say Sunamon can't swim.
It can in this universe.
Bro.
Like, it's just like it defies logic just to be in one artwork. Easy.
Oh, also, guys, if you listen to the very first podcast, I did make a comment about how I saw a penguin in the back of a.
I was right.
like thing in the back of Blukamon card art, right? And then we found out that in the back of the Penguinmon art, Belukamon's in the back of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were wrong. I was like, yo, that's kind of
they're best friends.
Yeah, there's buddies.
And it's consistent. You just got to pay attention to the artwork, man.
And this is the part where you start playing some cheesy best friend song in here.
Oh yeah, every time. Every time you play Blukamon or you play Penguinmon, you got to play some cheesy best friend music.
If you want to be my love.
Oh, I'm not trying to get no copyright strikes. I need you to stop. I don't care if you can sing it nice.
Next season,
Mecha North.
Yeah,
I can't get no demonetization. I don't even have 100 subscribers yet. Come on, think about it.
We'll get you there. DM series will come.
There's a lot of viewers on my channel. Hint, hint. I was playing. All right, Mechanorimon, right? Yeah. So Black has a new blocker that's better than all of its other blockers, except Shademon. Shademon is still cool because you can play it for free from security.
Yeah, I kind of think at this point Dark Trinimon and those two are going to be in Black Trinimon decks everywhere. Yeah.
So Mechanorimon is a 4 to play. It's called 6,000 DP blocker that can digivolve from a level 2 for 3 memory.
Yep. And
during your turn, it can attack, but during your opponent's turn, when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives unsuspended. And it's not once per turn.
Nope, it is not.
So as long as if someone crashes into you and dies, if they even swing with rookies, you can keep standing back up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to be honest, that card is really good in a Craniamon deck because of 3 reasons. 1, you pair it with tie, it can go really big depending on how many ties you play.
Yeah. 2,
Craniamon protects it from being destroyed by card effects. And 3, it's a smaller Guardiamon.
Be deleted. Craniamon protects it from being deleted. You can still Kokaida's Breath.
Yep.
Or...
it just pops back. Yeah, you can't stop it.
Yeah, right. It protects it from being destroyed by card effects.
Deleted, yeah.
One thing I want to say, my cohort here said Digivolve from level 2, but for 3 and 3, it's actually 3, pay 3, like normal card.
Pay 3 to Digivolve from a level
3. You said 2.
Yeah.
Oh, neat. Oh, no, I'm looking at the. Okay, so.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they have it on this actual screen. That is, they have it. It's a mishap. Oh well.
Oh really?
Yeah, they have it. See, it says level 2.
Oh.
For 3 and everything.
Yeah, he's right. I see it.
They DigimonCard.dev and everything. They sometimes make mistakes and all that, but hey, they make all of our proxies. So
yeah,
you can't be mad at them for one little.
Nah.
Oh, and there's actually one more cool card, around Black topic real fast that I do want to bring up a little bit, like Commandramon.
Because now Commandramon has a blocker.
Yep. So if people didn't look it up or see it, Commandramon has a really cool combo with Darkdramon where it works for the D Brigade. And a really cool thing about D Brigade, like the new one that's coming in set for the Commandramon, if he dies, you can play. You can reveal the top 3 and then play any Commandramon like any D Brigade or Commandramon that was revealed, like one of them. So
and now you have more Commandramons or / D Brigades with different effects instead of it all being limited. You literally can upgrade your deck to have this blocker, this level 3 blocker that can really save you from losing the game entirely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think people like not dying in one turn.
Oh yeah. So have Commandramon.
I know you're not talking, sir.
You can play a Commandramon and you can play
turn 3.
All right, are we just bringing up beef now? Or
yeah.
Is this the tangent that we're going on?
We also didn't even play black, so I don't know why we're on this right now.
right. I'm still happy that we get Waru Manzemon. I know this was leaked a while ago and everything, but still, Black didn't have a 5-drop level 5 for a long time.
You're right about that.
So set 5 is when they finally get one and everything. And of course it's Manzemon, because Manzemon's the best, even if he's evil.
I'm sorry, what?
Even if he's evil.
You'll there,
okay, how do you say this name? Now we're looking at the level 4 purple card.
Mushiyamon.
Mushiyamon.
Now this isn't new. This isn't a new concept. Level 4s that have jamming. But it took purple a long time to get theirs in general. Because it was blue and green had theirs in set 1.0.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Set 1.5? Did red get one in set 1.5? I'm not sure.
No. So everyone got one besides
purple until now.
Yeah, until now, because everyone 1.0 actually has one. Purple does not have one.
So 1.5, we know blue got their stuff.
Actually, I don't think.
While we're already on purple, Jokermon, hear me out. So 7 cost to play. 7 play cost. 7,000 DP. Its effect is on deletion, you may play 1 level 3 purple Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. And any on-play effects on that Digimon aren't activated.
You have Tamer out. You like being on the field?
Oh man!
Come on back.
And then there's Gilmon too, with the gain 1 memory and everything. And now they got to deal with another body. It can help you out in certain situations where it's like late game, and now they got to deal. If they can't beat you during their turn, they got to worry about another attack.
Mm-hmm. It's really powerful. Really powerful.
It's called, and it's not just Digimon that we're highlighting here, guys, because there's a lot of option cards that have been really, really looking cool. Let's start it off with Rowdy Rocker. It's the red
Shoutmon.
Yeah, the Shoutmon inspired artwork inspired. It's a 2 play cost.
Yep.
So its main is you may place 1 red level 4 or lower Digimon card from your hand under one of your Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Draw supports, because we need option cards, and this one is actually good because it's a security effect. Is add this card to the hand.
Yep.
Now a lot of our other draw support in set 1.0 specifically does not have security effects, so that makes this one completely better.
Yep.
And it's 2-drop instead of 3-drop. I think the one I'm thinking about in set 1.0 is a 3 to play.
Yeah, it's a 3 to play. It draws 2, but
it doesn't have a security effect,
nope.
And that's why I wasn't trying to run it, to be honest. And then it's called Demonic Disaster in purple. 1 to play, 1 memory to play it. As a main effect is you may delete one of your Digimon to unsuspend one of your purple Digimon. Another way to kind of continue attacking your opponent's security or attacking multiple stuff on their field. And then security effect is you may play 1 level 3 purple Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. Any on play effects do not activate. We're still good.
Mm-hmm. Still good.
Swarm the field in any way, shape, or form.
Literally, just want level 3s on the field. That's pretty much how purple is. More and more level 3s.
Oh my gosh. I might get demonetized for this card's name. Royal Nuts. I don't know why I say it.
Is there a song called Royal Nuts?
Royal Nuts. So it's a 1 to play. It's a green option card. Its main is reveal 5 cards from top of your deck. Add 1 card with Digisorption. I hate that so much. Add 1 card with Digisorption from among them to your hand and place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Listen, this is Palmon, but in option card form. I'm more excited for Kiwimon because at least it's up to 2.
Yep.
But I don't know. This is still good because, again, Digidorpson does not go away. There's another Argomon that we get in the future. So it's like, I don't know. It's just another way to try to fill up your hand. Green still has a way to try to compete with all of the coming up stuff and not just, fade away in the meta. In my opinion, we got to see what happens when the set is actually released. Okay, so we need to talk about All Delete. It's the white option card. It's a 10 cost to play. And its main effect is you may return one of your Digimon with Omnimon in its card name to its owner's hand to delete all Digimon and Tamers in play. And its security card effect is add this card to its owner's hand. It would have been too broken if it was activate this card's main effect, to be honest.
Straight up.
I honestly think it would.
Yeah. No, I agree. It wouldn't be too broken though if it was less than a 10 cost.
Well, also, if you think about it,
if you're trying to reset the board.
Yeah. Also, if you might not even have an Omnimon on the field to activate its main effect if you had that security. So I feel like that's probably another reason why they didn't do it either.
Right.
I gotta be honest. I see this. I see this card being decent in a purple deck just because of the fact that
you can get your Digimon back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because remember, it deletes your stuff too.
Yep.
And it doesn't delete just your opponents.
Yep.
And Tamer, dude.
It might be better in Omnimon, Zord D, and etc. Any purple Omnimon, this might be find a better home at. I'm not sure if it's like a maybe minimum 1, maybe 2.
Maybe 2, yeah.
But it's just I don't see a lot of red Omnimon decks playing this card.
Because they can't really recover from that giant board wipes themselves.
Yeah.
Only deck that can is pretty.
I mean, you can. It's gonna suck a little, but you can.
Right.
Yeah, you can't rebuild the big board you had. I had an Omnimon, I had this Omnimon, I had all this other stuff. Blow everything up. I gotta start over from scratch.
Yeah, dude.
It's
amazing.
Hard knock life.
Now, again, we were talking about Armageddonmon, right?
Yep.
And how Armageddonmon's trying to counter Omnimon in any way, shape, or form. Now, you got to hear this option card that they got. Yeah, it's a 4 to play. It's called Catastrophe Cannon. It's black.
Evil laugh here.
Oh, yeah. The main effect is trigger. Digivolve 2 on one of your opponent's Digimon. Oh, my gosh. This is the explanation text. Let me skip over that. Okay. Then, if you have a Diaboromon in play, you may play 1 Diaboromon token without paying this memory cost. So not only does it just, if your opponent is clearly trying to go up to Omnimon, they Digivolve that Digimon by 2, slow them down, and get another Diaboromon token so that you can get your Armageddonmon out faster than them.
Yep. Yeah, and
it's good.
The best part about that is though, you can pair it up with all the Diaboromon supports, especially one from set 4. Not set 4. Set 1 where you can make memory or you draw a card every time 1 is played. You play with Calamity Cannon. You can pair it up with that, and then you pair it up with Tamer. You just get 2 draws of 2 memory just from that one card.
Remember, Catastrophe Cannon has the security effect, activate this card's main effect. So you really got to make sure you try to spam those Diaboromons onto the field.
Which it seems like it's easier now.
Yeah. And then doesn't the set 1 Diaboromon stop itself from being destroyed? Yep. So it won't be too hard. Yep. Right? The only thing that can destroy it is set 1 Omnimon that destroys everything with the same name.
Yeah, but now Armageddonmon says nah.
Yeah.
That's why Antibody X Omnimon is so good because he can just attack and destroy.
Yeah.
Which is really good in that department.
And then you just gotta worry about the token. Can the tokens attack or no?
Yes, it can. There's actually Digimon in this set, Infernmon, that heritable that gives them every Diaboromon token haste.
Yep. So
nice.
When they're summoned.
It's called
Infernmon.
Infernmon, I'm trying to find it. Oh, thanks.
Looking like the Joker right there, red and white.
Amazing. Okay, so its first effect, Infernmon's level 5, black. Your Caramon can Digivolve into this card in your hand for a memory cost of 4, ignoring this card's Digivolution requirements. So it can warp Digivolve from...
Better than Beelzemon.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, isn't Caramon...
He's the
level...
one that looks like a...
Level 3?
Yeah.
So you can go from level 3 to level 5. Still good. Mm-hmm. And then its inheritable is on deletion. Play 1 Diaboromon token without paying its memory cost. So even when you die... it is inheritable? Is on deletion?
Yeah. Inheritable on deletion. I forgot the other one. The one before him. is actually the one that gets in haste. Might be my mistake.
Wait, there's another Infermon?
Oh, you're talking about Karasuimon.
Karasuimon?
Yeah, my mistake on that.
When Digivolving, if you don't have a Arata Sonata card in play, you can play one from your hand without paying Smurf. Oh, that's great. Dang.
Yeah, dude. Also.
And then Inheritable, your turn. This Digimon and all of your Digimon that share a name with it gain Rush or Haste or whatever they want to call it.
Yep, that's the one. My mistake on that one, guys. My mistake.
So honestly, you might not want to. If your hand's completely butt, then yeah, warp Digivolve from Karamon to Infermon. And there's multiple Karamons.
Yeah,
the one
this one
and
the
this,
other one.
Yeah, the one from this set though is really good because
is there a promo one or am I wrong?
Yeah, there's a promo one. The promo one.
There's a promo Karamon. Yeah.
Yeah. It says during your opponent's turn, it gets out DP.
I feel bad, honestly, for all of the people who actually want to play this deck and actually have to try to get the promos. It's like one of those things.
Okay, well, here's one thing that people need to remember too. The game just started, and it's the same problem with Super. Super with those promos thing. When they start releasing more and more of them, the cards started going down a lot more because there's so many of them in the market. So like, give it time, and I guarantee you the cards will go down. So there's still hope. You just need to wait until.
The weirdest partnering thing is like it's the same answer all the time. You go online to Facebook groups and everything for Digimon and all that, and it's the same answer over and over again. Be patient. Be patient. Don't buy yet. Be patient. I know people are tired of waiting. I know people want to play the game, but it's like you might want to just proxy at that.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
You might just want to proxy until you can get to the point where you can buy these cards at affordable values. Because there's going to be always the good sellers out there that try to sell it for a reasonable price and all that. There's someone trying to sell Alternate Black War Greymon for $80, while there's someone in the Facebook group trying to sell it for even cheaper than that. It's one of those things of like you actually just have to wait, make proxies, do something else other than just obsess about how high the price is of the card. There's just nothing you can do about it until it gets later into the lifespan of the game.
Yep, exactly. And hopefully, when those reprints come out, possibly you'll be able to pick some of those up for a way cheaper price, especially like the ones that went up in price and potentially the promos in the future too.
Good. And it's like tournaments aren't that important enough for you to spend, an arm and a leg for every single card in existence and everything just because you want that card right now. Like if you have to try to make something different that's cheaper, cool. Remember, it's the pilot of the deck that's more important than the actual deck itself. You can give a meta deck to a newcomer and they won't be able to win against someone that's more experienced.
Yeah, that's one good thing about like any card game. It's basically you. You're the pilot, you're the designer, you're the person that makes this work. It depends on you all the time. If you lose, then it's on you, but if you win, it's on you. It's literally just you as the person. What you can do, and luck can
only take you so far and everything. Like there's been multiple times, as you can see from my channel, like the 2 deck profiles I have and everything. I got those placements because I know that I misplayed and I know that I choked and all that in certain matches and all that, and I know when I messed up. And it's not like I'm upset about it. It's just the fact of like that's how the cookie crumbles. That's how competitive play works. Yes, I had a meta deck that had Omnimon in it. It was blue turbo Omnimon, but I messed up in one of those games, or I didn't have the perfect hand or whatever. But it doesn't matter, It's just like you got to keep going. You got to keep going. You got to keep playing. If you want to play in tournaments, you just got to keep playing the game in general. You can't just let the fact that you don't have a meta deck stop you. You got to go with what you got. Or just try to figure it out, or wait until you get that meta deck that you want.
Yeah, to be honest, like a lot of people keep forgetting about one thing about meta. Meta depends fully on who's playing the deck. Like how many decks there are. Because like we don't know the full reason why the deck is winning. It could just be because like everyone just likes what the deck looks like.
Exactly.
And remember, and everything, like the meta can be changed by just a popular face. So if one person says I won with this deck. This is usually how the YouTube algorithm for Digimon goes. Everyone who's won a tournament and placed in a tournament is all the way at top. So a lot of times and everything for my channel and all that, I try to wait until I top with a deck before I post it because I'm a small channel. Yes, I have ideas for fun decks and everything, but it's like you're not going to get anywhere on YouTube if you didn't top in a tournament. And some people have became a little bit scummy with it and said they topped in a tournament, but in reality topped in a local. Exactly. But again, remember, it's like the meta is kind of right now. The meta is defined by a popular phase that says I topped with this deck. Here's why I chose these options and everything, and you can actually completely counter it. You can completely go against it and say, well, I'm not about to choose that because everybody's doing it, blah, blah, blah. For example, Loader Leomon. I don't care for Loader Leomon because it's 10,000 DP and a blue deck that does not gain DP. Mm-hmm. Now that everybody that I know and everybody that I played against is running Loader Leomon, there is an increased chance of me hitting a 10K or higher in security. So instead of that, I play the security attack +1 blue Digimon, one of the Wergurumon from the trial deck in one promo, simply because it takes me a long time to get to Omnimon, and when I'm at Omnimon, I'm the strongest Digimon in the game. Mm-hmm. If I hit another Omnimon, oh well, there's nothing I can do. But if I'm if I'm high in security, my opponents, I'm trying to catch back up, that +1 security matters. And I don't feel comfortable with attacking with Loader Leomon because I'm not 11, I'm not 12,000 DP, It's 10. You can always look at the meta and say, this is what everybody's doing, this is what I should expect, maybe this is what I can do to avoid certain situations or win the mirror match. Because a lot of times when you're in a mirror match, it depends on the cards in your hand at the moment and the cards in your deck in general. But that's just my 2 cents. Yep. So, don't listen to me. I don't know. I haven't won anything yet.
I'm just going to say, I didn't say much there, but just keep going on. Just keep pushing. Keep trying your best. And eventually you'll see some results.
Oh, yeah.
Try something new all the time, too. That's all.
Like, take a break if you have to and everything. Don't push yourself to the edge and anything, but play. Understand why you're losing. Understand why you're winning. And just keep going.
Oh, and be honest with yourself. Yep. Sometimes that's the hardest part about growing in any sort of thing. Yep. Being honest with yourself. Once you're able to do that, you can climb mountains.
Not every game is just going to be. You can't blame every single game on I just had a bad hand.
Yeah. No matter what in any game, the best lesson that you can learn is literally just learn from your mistakes. Yeah. So you're not going to win every single game like Fuki and Dev just said. Like no matter what, it depends on you. It depends on how experienced you are and if you're willing to learn. People sometimes don't understand that, like, in a game, it's a part of learning. You have to learn how to get better. You have to learn about the strategy. You have to learn about so many different things. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's hard, but saying like, if you get better at it and you keep learning and trying to adapt with it, you will get better. It's going to take time, but trust me, things will get better. Like, I actually play Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively a little bit too, and there's times where I got knocked down, and I still went back up though. Everyone gets knocked down. It doesn't mean the end of the world. Just get back up. That's the best you can do.
It's a general advice for any competitive player in this game and all that. We know that I know a few people who are just new to the TCG scene in general, so I hope this advice can help you guys out in your future competitive play in general. And while we're on meta, let's talk about the new restriction list. Now, everybody's calling it the ban list, but it's not a ban list because nothing's banned yet. Yet.
That's key word in that.
Everybody's saying ban list, but in reality and all that, there's nothing on the ban list.
Yeah.
But to make it easier, everybody's saying ban list. Yeah. Not saying that y'all shouldn't say ban list. It's easy for us to tell, but the miscommunication and the misinformation comes in when everybody believes that those cards are completely banned.
No.
That's when the misinformation comes in.
At that point, it's kind of more about
how much research did you do?
Not just that. It's every card game player's biggest weakness. It seems to be
misinformation.
No, reading.
Oh, reading in general. That's hard.
Reading.
Okay, so
comprehension.
For EN players, because some people didn't even know that it was for EN. They thought it was just only for JP. No. For EN players, on April 1st, the option card Hidden Potential Unleashed, I think it's called.
Yep.
I think the Indian version is Hidden Potential Unleashed.
We'll have a picture of it.
Will be only you can only play it at 1, as well as the level 5 Argomon that has the inheritable to play a level 3. When attacking, play a level 3 from your hand as a suspended onto the field. Will also be limited to 1. Now, me and Infusion had a few games and everything. Me versus his Alter S red deck and everything, and we actually had a game where he made it. He brought up to the fact that was the first match that he's ever won, like, you know, best 2 out of 3.
Yeah,
and I didn't even notice until he realized it, and I said, "Oh, maybe the cards were a problem."
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, if one deck type can't win consistently at all, then maybe there is a problem.
Yeah. The things with green was just a problem because of the fact that it's
can suspend all your stuff with Sarismon,
right,
or other stuff.
And hidden potential is just that.
Here's zero cost.
It's a 0 cost that can involve anything. And here's the thing, though, too, that people don't really know about. That card can evolve over Chaosmon, actually. That Chaosmon can evolve.
Yeah. So it can go even crazier.
Yep.
In turn, wait, wasn't it? Isn't Chaosmon 6 to Digivolve, or?
It's 6 to Digivolve.
And then it turns into a 1.
Yep.
It's dumb.
What's it called? Remember, you just gotta rest one of your other Digimon and then Digivolve over
a green Digimon.
One thing I want to point out: there has been some information floating around about Sarismon, Digijorpson, and stuff like that. You guys want to talk about that a little bit?
Okay, we're not gonna beat over this.
We're not going to.
So, hidden potential. It does not have the keyword Digizorption. Sarismon has the ability is that if a Digizorption was to happen, right, you can suspend one of your opponent's Digimon in order to pay the cost of, you know, suspend Digimon to reduce the Digivolution cost by set number. Hidden potential cannot do that for Sarismon. So if you activate hidden potential for 0, and then you use Sarismon's effect to rest one of your opponent's Digimon instead of one of yours, that is a misplay. Mm-hmm. That is not how that works. I've seen a few YouTubers do that by accident, but again, like, there's been a lot of, it's not saying like that's a big crime and everything. No. I've seen a few YouTubers activate an option card that they could not legally activate throughout the game. Misplays happens, mistakes happen and everything, but it's just, you got to make sure you read the card text and everything, and search up frequently asked questions, search up rules Q&A, because you got to make sure that this, if it seems like it's broken in any way, shape, or form, just search it up.
Yeah.
If you feel as if that's in the broken effect, or what you're doing, this combo that you're doing is extremely broken in some way, shape, or form, and just search it up.
Yeah, because I get text messages from both these guys sometimes asking me about certain Bandai questions.
Yeah.
A lot.
From whom? Not me.
Lies. That's
Zero. Zero.
Not yet.
I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
A lot of it is for me.
Questions.
Well, I be working midnights. Don't call me out that much. All right.
They try to put me in there. I'm not a part of this group.
Wait, hold on.
I'm a bystander.
I can go back. We can go. Dude, I can go and check the receipts. Leave me alone.
Yeah, let's go for it. We're gonna find only you.
Scroll all the way up top and see, like, listen, there has to be one time. You've asked all your questions in person. You haven't text over it. You've asked all your questions in person, to be honest. You can't say I'm wrong. You've asked about Shine Greymon about 5 different times.
No, I've asked the questions mostly because I don't remember what the card does.
Right, yeah.
But it's never been like a
short-term memory loss.
No, it's never been a ruling question, though.
But that is a ruling question.
That's not a ruling question. I say, what does the card do?
Yes.
It's different.
Both these guys read Lopmon, Saladmon, and Shine Greymon 6 times.
I don't care.
One game.
Listen to me.
I don't know why.
I don't care what Lopmon does. I don't care what Lopmon does. I'm still going to ask, are you sure that's what it is?
Yeah, I read it too. I'm like, that is too good. How is that not used?
You're telling me you can hard play this for 3. Yes. Add a security from your freaking...
You don't have to. You can choose.
But if you do, you get the draw from your deck.
I feel, if anything, I just feel like you got to show me what card you added. I feel that's the only thing that
that's not, as long as you add the card from your security.
Yep.
Period.
See? And I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about that.
I gotta know. And the weird part is they could just put it back down and be like, no, never mind. And be like, I know it's a Tamer. I know it's a Tamer. I know it's an option because he left it right there.
I know, right? Is that not...
No, or a security Digimon too. It could be
it could be a security Digimon. It can be an option card, a Tamer card, and you can be like, "Oh, that's cool, right there." Doesn't shuffle.
Activates it for me. I'm like, "Oh, okay, let's do it." That's what I'm worried about.
I might be dumb, but I'm not that dumb to not ask questions.
Like, should I have the shuffle or something? Like, come on.
No.
TK says shuffle, not Lopmon.
Yeah.
So Lopmon's great.
And people have been saying it was bad.
We're gonna call that guy. Get him on the horn.
Listen, hear me out before you release this in English. I know you already sent out 1.5 sets. Call him back. Just blame it on coronavirus.
Get your man on the phone.
Okay, so while we're talking about amazing effects, right? Let's just tackle power creep just a little bit. So Power creep is okay. Power creep has so many different meanings in TCGs. I don't know why. This one single term has multiple different explanations, different meanings, different ways of how they see it and everything, and it's just exhausting. So with Google, we're going to search up what power creep means. And according to Google, power creep is the process that sometimes occurs in games where new content, in this case cards, slowly outstrip the power of previous alternatives. Now, power creep originated from Hearthstone, according to Google. That's where it was most prevalent, according to Google.
I will say, that's some messed up stuff in Hearthstone. They pretty fire on that game, bro.
Like Hearthstone apparently did it the most.
Yeah, I'm not surprised though, because to be honest, a lot of times with power creep guys, it just happens with games where it's a business. People want to make money, and the only way to sell a new product is to basically force you to play the newer cards, maybe with a ban list or making an even better card to the point where you're like, I can't win or play the same exact deck I used to play without adding this new card in. So I have to buy packs, buy boxes, cases even possibly. I don't know, what have you, but you got to spend your money.
Right. And like the weird thing about power creep, right, is like that's the go-to thing to argue about and complain about. Like you'll always see someone who just doesn't want to play the game or has some excuse of why they want to play the game, or maybe it's just a hidden excuse of like they lost a lot and now they're just complaining about power creep in general, right? And like, you know, it's like one of those things of like their main talking points of, yeah, this game has too much power creep. Well, not really. So not many. So some examples we found, right? There's only 3 examples. We didn't go into a deep dive because we were actually having a hard time figuring out which cards specifically had power creep. Because again, slowly outstrip the power of previous alternatives, not just immediately.
Yeah.
The one example that I've heard someone in like on Facebook say was like set 1 booster 1 Break Dramon compared to booster set 3 Blitz Greymon is a version of power creep, and I don't really agree.
Why did they think it was power creep, by the way?
Because
they both have piercing. Break Dramon, the common card, the common red Digimon, also has piercing, similar to Blitz Greymon. Well, and that's why they thought it had piercing.
I'm gonna be honest, that is not.
Oh, it's an uncommon. I'm sorry.
Oh,
uncommon.
Well, I'm gonna be a common person and say that is not piercing. I mean, that is not a power creep.
It is piercing. It is piercing.
But it is not power creep.
Now, Break Dramon is 12 to play. 12 to the play cost is 12. 3 to Digivolve. 3 costs to Digivolve from level 5. 11,000 DP. A vanilla with just the piercing ability. Now, Blitz Greymon, right? Let's go to Blitz Greymon. Keep in mind, again, an uncommon card. Blitz Greymon, on the other hand, is a super rare that can Digivolve from a red Digimon or a black Digimon, coming from set 3 that has piercing and the when Digivolving effect to Digivolve 2 on one of your opponent's Digimon. It's 12 to play cost and then 12,000 DP instead of 11. Now, hear me out, right? It's a super rare, so it has to be stronger.
Yeah.
It has, and it's one of the first Digimon, one of the handful of Digimon that can Digivolve from 2 colors instead of 1.
Yeah.
It's a Greymon. You know, a given that it has to be its main character Kun. You know.
Yeah.
So that's also like plays into the thing of like why it has to be stronger and all that. But at the same time, everything set 1 to set 3, that's not slowly power creeping. Now in Ian's time frame, right? Set 1.0 has Break Dramon, set 1.5 has Blitz and all that. You can argue that, but if you were to go from JP's, booster boxes, like I would consider power creep to be from set 1 to set 2 immediately different.
Yeah.
Immediate.
Plus, also here's one thing though too about power creep. It also, for me at least, I don't think that Blitz Greymon's even like should be considered in the same category just because of the fact like they here's the thing, Blitz Greymon is basically a different Digimon altogether. If it was like another Break Dramon that literally just had that same ability as Blitz Greymon, then yeah, that would make sense. But they're 2 different Digimon. They're 2 different cards.
I mean, even if you took away the when Digivolving effect and everything, that's better to compare it to power creep because now it's a stronger Break Dramon, right?
Yeah.
but it has an additional effect. It can digivolve from 2 different colors.
Yeah, that's not power creep.
It's
It's
not power
not the
creep.
same thing. Like
It's not the exact same thing.
when we think of power creep, I think what we're trying to convey to you guys is that it's pretty much the same exact thing. Yes, they may add a little extra bell in there to make it better.
Yeah.
But it's normally just one bell to make it better. This has like 4 bells.
4 different bells.
4 different bells. Ding, 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 ding.
By the way, it's 4 to digivolve and everything. So it's actually like they try to limit you a little bit too. So they're not trying to. It's not 1 to digivolve from. It's not 2 to digivolve from. It's 4.
Yeah.
Break Your Mind is 3.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a little bit worse on that end too, if you're comparing it to that.
Yeah. But also, like, I'm not saying that like on this card could be power creep or anything like that. But I will say I can understand why people get confused by it, just because of the fact that like it's taking a minute for 1.5 to get here. So everyone's like,
from an Ian side point of view and everything, yes, it's immediately after the first set. Technically, we get this, but in reality,
it's not. Really.
It's not the same set.
But
we're getting it because we're trying to catch up.
Yeah,
and that's the decision of Bandai.
Also, going off what you said, you basically saying like it's taken a while, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. When did set 1 come out in Japan? We probably
last year.
Exactly a year
ago.
This guy came out in set 2. Was it? No, he came out in set 3.
Blitz set 3.
Set 3. Yes.
Break Your Mind set 1.
Yep.
It's been a good time.
Yeah, means if this was power creep, it would make more sense than
if it was. Than
us, because it took them
compared
2 sets.
it took them 2 sets to get to Blitz, from Break Your Mind to Blitz. But at the same time, no one's running Break Your Mind.
Exactly.
So why is it considered to be power creep that much if no one's running that card? Now I understand if you're running a good card, right? If Blitz Great Mind had a lower the digivolve cost and everything, another card that came in set 4, right, that had like 2 to digivolve from, and then had the same effects, or de-digivolve by 3, etc. Yeah, that's power creep. Yeah. Because this came in set 3, that one came in set 4, and it's already better. Yeah. But the idea, right, is I'm using Blitz because of, again, the name, Greymon. Break Your Mind was not being used. Even in set 1.0, it's not being used. Break Your Mind is still kind of one of those things of a budget option. It's not being used in meta Turbo Omnimon.
It really isn't.
Like people are using Volcanodramon, which is also, I think, common or uncommon.
I think
more,
it's common,
more than Break Your Mind. So, like, I don't know. It's like one of those things of like, people complain about it, but it's not a valid reason.
Let's give the people another example of potential power creep.
All right, so this one is even farther from each other, right? Farther away from each other. Now we got the starter blue Cocytus Breath starter deck. Cocytus Blue starter deck is the Were Gurumon. The level 5 with the inheritable. While your opponent has a Digimon with no Digivolution cards, this Digimon gains +1 security attack. And then we compare it all the way to set 5, Battle of Omni. Isn't out yet. And we compare it to Crystal Palindromon, which has the same exact inheritable, but also has a when Digivolving effect of trash 1 Digivolution card from the bottom of all of your opponent's Digimon. Now, when you look at them and everything, you look at the difference between when Were Gurumon came out and when Crystal Palindromon came out. We're in set 1.0. I'm using Trial Deck Were Gurumon. That doesn't mean the current meta is using Trial Deck Were Gurumon. A lot of people are using Loader Leomon. Yeah. Not even Trial Deck Were Gurumon. So I'm one of the rare people who are even still using Were Gurumon to begin with. And this is in set 5. Like, what's it called? Not 1.5, set 5. We're not even sure, like, what, at the tail end of 2021, hopefully?
So it's the summer. It's going to be
summer.
So like, people are saying from distributors and everything, it's going to be either June or July.
So, yeah, we have a good amount of time. Both the time gap between these two cards is amazing. And at the same time, Were Gurumon has Gurumon in his name. So a lot of the cards that come in Battle of Omni for the blue side of things requires, the searchers need Gurumon. A lot of the effects need Gurumon and everything. Were Gurumon Trial Deck can still be used because it has the key, the name. Mm-hmm. And can get all these bonus effects to go off to get these extra draws, DP, and etc.
I will say one thing. I will overall say that this is a way better representation of what potential power creep is more than the other one because like you're going off of like you basically said they do the same pretty much except this one does all the
wind digivolve. The wind digivolving is the only main difference. I think also the DP
and the play cost.
And the play cost.
And the play cost. Yeah, those are different too. But yeah, they pretty much do the same thing. So I would say this is better because it obviously can only play 4 cards. But like if you want consistency, you would play this card and the Wergurumon.
If you're really trying to get rid of Digivolution, or if you're really going to benefit from Digivolution's cards being non-existent and all that. But then again, like if you're running a Metal Gurumon, let's go. Did I say that right? I'm having this. My brain is freezing. Wergurumon. If you're playing Wergurumon, right? Yeah. You're usually running a Gurumon deck that has Omnimon in it. Yeah. So like that's the reason why you're doing the Wergurumon from trial deck. That's just my 2 cents. You have a lot of effects. You remember from the first episode, the reveal of Wergurumon Sagittarius mode. It has to digivolve from a Wergurumon. It cannot digivolve from a Crystal Paladramon. So another reason to keep using the trial deck card. A lot of these cards in Digimon, you don't just throw them away. No. To be honest, you try to keep at least one playset. If you play that color, keep a playset of every card that you can scrounge up with that color. You know, not all cards will be used in the future, but you might be able to at least benefit from future sets that might make that card viable. Again, it's the same thing happened to Gallimon.
Yeah. That's why I love this game. Like exactly what you said right there. All the cards are inherently important. Like you don't know when it might be good in the future again, but it'll probably show itself.
I play Vanguard competitively. I know what power creep is. I understand what power creep is. And sometimes and everything, I do look at my Vanguard cards and be like, well, I don't need this one at all because of this X, Y, and Z that's in this set and everything. So it is exhausting to have power creep. But I just feel as if a lot of people who just don't like the game are leaving the game and just blaming everything on power creep instead of saying, well, it's not my cup of tea. If it's not your cup of tea, cool. But don't blame every little thing on power creep and that say like, yeah, this is why I'm right and I'm going. Okay, last one is a booster set 2 card. It's a Gardramon, the black card blocker. I can speak English. I'm really good at English. I keep telling myself that maybe it'll come true. So
quit lying.
Yeah, you're right.
He's knocking his red ruby slippers together.
I can speak English.
I can speak English.
So Gardramon, right? It's a common from set 2. It has blocker and it has during your turn this Digimon can attack. 7,000 DP. So of course the strongest blocker in set 1.0 for level 4s at least. For champions. So. And it's a 5 play cost, by the way. Then you go all the way to set 5 again. Because a lot of this stuff happens in set 5 where it's some form of power creep, which is not a bad thing. You have Mechanorimon. And we've already run over Mechanorimon. It's literally just the blocker you want to run against Rookie Rush specifically. If you have Black Tie, it turns into a 7. Then you can stack it and all this other good stuff. But at the same time and everything, you got to realize it is 3 to digivolve. There's 3 costs to digivolve instead of 2. Or wait, what's Gardramon 2?
Yeah, Gardramon's a 2 cost to evolve.
And then Mechanorimon is 3 to digivolve. The DP is lower. The play cost is lower. And it still can attack. So, you still got that limitation of it can attack. And, going from set 2 to set 5, that's not a big enough gap. That's a huge gap between these 2 cards and everything. And I just can't really wrap my head around the idea that this is a good example of power creep either. But people are using this as examples of why they hate the game. So of course they throw this into the ring as well of like, yeah, this game sucks because it has power creep. Well, not really.
Just like I said earlier with the Crystal Paladramon, is that how I pronounce it? Jeez, these are hard. And Wergurumon, this one's an even better picture of what power creep maybe could be in the future because, like we said, he has the same exact effect where he's a blocker, he can't attack. Yeah. But then what they add in there to make him stronger was they actually literally made him stronger. They gave it a level 3 cost to digivolve from a level
made the DP lower than Gardramon, made it higher to Digivolve, and gave it an amazing effect.
Yeah, amazing effect of I'm gonna stand block.
But you see the cons, and then you see the pros. But you see like it's not just pro. It's like one bell.
Yeah,
one bells and whistle.
One bell.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. For like, since I also play the black decks too, I do want to say this card is really good. It definitely helps out a lot. And it will be used against Wiki Rush and strategies like Magos. But the one thing is still that a lot of people are still like. I understand that people don't want to like keep waiting for like the game to pick up and stuff like that. I understand there might be one reason why, and power creep might be another reason why the game might not like be easier for people to stay in. But the thing is though, if you feel that way, yeah, that's fine. You guys don't have to stay in. But saying it all like, for people that do want to try and stay in there,
it's worth it.
It's worth it because like the game definitely. It has a lot of potential, but I keep seeing a lot of conversations about like deck building and stuff like that. It depends on us, all of us players. If we just work hard and just like instead of realize, oh yeah, this game has a rough patch, but it's still a new game. It's still a brand new game. We don't know what's gonna.
This game doesn't have years and years under its belt like Pokemon, like Magic and everything.
Yu-Gi-Oh included.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh included, or Vanguard,
which has actually been around longer, right?
Yeah, weirdly enough. Doesn't feel like it.
One thing
another reboot. Overdressed fool.
Oh my goodness.
After posting the Vanguard video so long.
One thing, I just had this crazy epiphany, guys.
Right.
And I was like, wait, I think what they may be trying to do is actually not power creep a card. Well, they're still trying to do it, but not too much to where you can still play the cards. But I think they're trying to like help a card go against a certain strategy as opposed to just, hey, this card was good in all situations now, but this one's not going to be as good. Like you said,
you see Battle of Omni is filled with Omnimon decks that can counter Rookie Rush in some way, shape, or form. Nokia, you know, like can literally say negative.
A -1 for Greymon Evolutions.
Right, the Digivolution cost is reduced. And then there's some cards that say -1 security to Digimon that don't have Digivolution sources.
I think they're going for the rock, paper, scissors format of stuff.
So yeah, it's this deck counters this, that counters this, blah blah blah.
It makes it more fun.
And honestly, because like the problem with 1.0 meta right now is that it's only like 3 decks, right? It's only like Blue Omni Turbo, Piedmon Toolbox,
and Red Omni.
And Red Omni barely. I mean, well, Red Omni's been. And then it's Rookie Rush. I think Rookie Rush has been increased.
Maybe I would just say like 3.5 or 4. One of those.
3 or 4.
3 or 4 is okay.
But it's like everybody's suffering from Omni fatigue, and that's also like skewing their views on the leaks of Battle of Omni.
Play purple.
Yeah, play purple.
It's fun. It's actually really fun.
And then we get Omni.
Yeah, then we get Omni, and we can just
destroy a cult of purple players.
Dude, we are the Purple Patrol, baby. What you talking about?
I play blue, but I still play purple.
Shine Greymon players, you ready to go?
Shine Greymon, get out of here. No, okay. So Shine Greymon's actually pretty fine. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about 1.5, really.
I do feel like people have been complaining about the booster box Battle of Omni way too much, and it's called Battle of Omni because they're like, why are there all these level 7s, this, that, and the other? There's too many level 7s and everything. Well, I think was in the title box.
Can we I want Devin here to make an entire. Oh, what the heck was that? All right, I want Devin to make an entire thing showing pointing at Omnimon right now.
Right.
I'm bad at doing this on the podcast, but literally, there's arrows.
Battle.
Omnimon.
I'll highlight it if I have to. Battle of Omni.
Yes.
Yep. Omegamon symbol, whatever.
Not Chaos. Not Millennium. Not Apocalypse. Yeah. Omni.
And the good part is almost everybody gets an Omnimon. Now the reason why green and yellow doesn't have one is that they've been dominating the meta like that.
I was just about to say
they have Chaos on too.
I gotta be honest, even about Omni, I don't think sometimes we even need Chaosmon to win the game because you have for Green Refrigimon that stops Digimon from attacking, and then Crusadermon that just plays Digimon for free. Most of the time, we don't have to worry too much about level 7s because we can already beat them without level 7s.
With Battle of Omni, right? You kind of have the idea that you can now make an Omnimon deck for multiple different colors and everything. Yes, we have in set 1.0, we have Omni Turbo decks.
Yep.
But a lot of times and everything, you still realize that if you have a good deck, you can still win without even dropping an Omni, or maybe those times won't even come.
To be honest, I'm gonna be honest. Like 1.0 Omni is kind of overrated. If you play Purple well, he's overrated.
Yeah, it's like the idea is like your timing, their hand, your hand, and all that. There is chances for you to still excel at the game without having to play Omnimon in general. And again, Omnimon has a really hard time against Rookie Rush. Guess what's been topping? Rookie Rush. Rookie Rush, both blue and green and blue and yellow recently, by the way, too. Contourusmon. Contourusmon has been going nuts with Rookie Rush right now.
Which also, here's one thing, too, though, like, about the whole Omnimon fatigue thing that you just brought up a minute ago. I gotta be honest, if you guys are tired of the whole 1.0 format thing and stuff like that,
just proxy.
Let's proxy till 1.5 drops and then just get ready for 1.5 because 1.5 is around the corner. We got them if literally 2 weeks away.
2 weeks, 3 weeks,
2 to 3.
As of recording this video probably not come out in a few days, but as of recording this, 2 to 3 weeks.
He's gonna put the date up when it's supposed to come out.
It's exposed, exposed. No, but what's it called? We're competitive players. We're not casual. Yeah. So we've been proxying. I'm not going to pretend like I'm a casual player. You've seen my deck profile videos of Blue Omnimon. Again, another reason why I haven't been posting lately too is I'm not about to make a third Blue Omnimon Turbo deck profile. That is overkill. It's overkill. Yeah. It's overkill. At this point, I'll just tell you the results of the tournament that I was in and who I faced and etc. Instead of making a deck profile of guess what, Blue Omni. And again, it's not like I can't play anything else. It's just when you put money on the line, money is important. I don't care that it's just $10. It's my $10.
Nobody cares about your money.
I care about my money. I do have Piedmon and everything, but it's $10 on the line.
Alternate arts.
Actually, my deck is almost 2 Omnimons away from being max rarity Blue Turbo Omni. Actually,
nice, dude. Congratulations. Congratulations. How's your wallet?
I don't. Just people's elbow.
As he's talking about this, there's his wallet's outside with a bag to say,
"Come on out."
I'm gonna break your kneecaps,
just like you broke mine. I don't like money, and money doesn't like me. We just don't get along.
They have to work together to make this work.
Don't tell my girlfriend.
Tell her not to watch this. You'll be fine.
She doesn't watch my videos.
No. But your wallet has been telling her, and your wallet's been telling her everything, and she's way outside with a bat with the wallet saying come on out, Dim. We
need to talk.
She gave the wallet the
bat. Teach him a lesson. He needs to cuddle me more.
Doing podcasts on Sundays when we are having a good time.
Oh, amazing. You wasting your money again? No wallet. Not this time. No, you lie. I looked at your bank account.
He smacks you in the back
no.
What happened to me?
The wallet does that old chair move where it's lights are off, turns lights on, flips around.
Where have you been?
Exactly.
Where have you been?
Where's your bet, man?
On TCG Player again, I see.
You got some McDonald's salt on your face. You buying French fries?
You've been in those Facebook groups buying and selling, haven't you? A lot lately.
What is this?
What is this? It's this money that's burnt. What is this? Oh, that's the one. That's the $20 that I spent.
Is that a penny?
Yeah. Oh shit! It's I don't even have a penny anymore. You're still spending money. But I digress. That's the best tangent ever.
I know, right?
Oh man.
Listen, power creep is easy. It's just there's so many definitions for power creep that you guys got to decide on which is the best. From the internet, the best power creep that we can find, the best meaning of power creep is the process that sometimes occurs in games where new content slowly outstrip the power of previous alternatives. That's it. Nothing complicated and everything. You don't have to have a complicated reasoning for it. We hope that we could explain it better in a way and to defend Digimon, because it's every card game has power creep, no matter where you go. Or if they don't have power creep, they usually have rotation. Magic Gathering, Pokemon. Yeah.
Pokemon.
Where they basically make the same card that has the same effect and everything. Depending on if you're able to use it, depends on the company and all that. They might have the same card name and all that.
Yeah, like for Pokemon, they just the way they do it is they just release the Ream cards with different names, but like do it at like a time where like it's easier to play.
Then there's been a lot of quick balls and Pokeballs that you can use the different artwork from over time because they still use the same effect.
Yeah, and and one quick thing about people that like keep playing about like power creep and stuff like that. Every game does have it, and no matter what, you will be facing the same problem. It just depends on what you can do about it. Exactly. Like at the end of the day, you just have to like. I won't keep saying this no matter what. Don't blame it on the game. Don't blame it on anyone else. This is you. You make the choices for the card game. This is all you.
We can always talk about like I can't afford X, Y, and Z and everything, but you can afford something else. You're playing. Okay, a lot of times it is grown men and women complaining about what they can and can't afford. There is this thing called saving money and having an income in general that I believe that's really important when it comes to saying, hey, I can't afford this deck right now. I will either buy boxes or buy singles to get that deck. Or I will play with my friends and proxy the deck I want to figure out if I want to play it.
Yep.
Yes, you will not be able to enter tournaments, but that is completely fine because if you can't afford to build the deck that you want, there is a high chance that you can't be affording to enter a tournament every single weekend just to play, for top cut or top 16 and everything. And it's like one of those things you just gotta kind of deal with it. If you can't afford it, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
This is a game. This is a hobby. This is a game.
It doesn't mean that you can't afford it eventually, because
prices go down.
Like prices go down, and like things change. You don't know what future's gonna hold for you.
You just got to keep up to date too. You got to stay up to date on what's going on because there's going to be a reason why in a previously meta card goes drastically down in price, and then you look around and you say, "Oh, that's the reason why," or "That Digimon is the reason why," and that's really important when keeping up with the meta.
Also, if you know that like you don't have enough money to afford a new deck, but you have really expensive cards and you're tired of playing with those cards,
you can attempt to sell it.
Yeah, you can attempt to sell it, guys. It's okay. It's okay to
sell
them
and then keep your favorite cards. Like that's
I do that.
You can have I have an entire so I've been trying to get into into Pokemon over and over again over the years and all that, and it would always be in the same way. I would buy a deck. I would keep my favorite artwork, one of almost all of the boss monsters in that Pokemon deck, and I would sell the rest of the deck. It has worked very well for me so far. I have a trophy case filled with previous decks that I used to have that have all the key component cards. One of, like I had a max rare, I had like a secret rare Lycanroc. It's just
fancy out here.
Yeah, I just kept one of my favorite for the entire deck. It reminds me of the deck that I tried to play and everything. It reminds me of the fighting deck. It reminds me of the fire deck. The secret rare Decidueye I have. I love Rowlet.
Yep.
I think you can tell. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
I cursed on my channel.
Oh, it was one time.
And it's the last.
No.
Banished.
Yeah, like for me, like I have a Pikachu binder. Like I have a whole dedication to like my favorite Pokemon, which is Pikachu. Like
you don't just because you're a competitive player doesn't mean you can't be a collector.
Yeah.
And again, it's just like one of those things of sell that old deck that you don't want to play right now and everything. Trade decks with other of your friends that you know and might have the decks that you play and everything. They want to play that deck, etc.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And always remember though too, for card games, it's supposed to be fun. So like have fun with your friends and just like trade, sell, and like if there's cards you can't afford, ask them if you can borrow it or trade with them. Right. And like we're gonna deal with them. Like always try there's always a way to find the cards. Just ask your friends or like what's what I'm looking for? Competitor makes some of that.
Yeah.
Like what are they doing to help you out? I'm pretty sure they won't mind helping you out as long as you guys decide what you're doing.
Casual.
For example, guys, listen to this. Hey, Infuse, can I borrow your Omnimon for this week's tournament?
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. So you got to have rules set in place if you still want to do stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? I've not against any form of letting my friends borrow my cards. If you really want to enter that tournament and I'm not entering that tournament, go crazy. But if you mess up the card, you have to replace it.
Facts. 100%.
Like, I don't want to come. You can't come back with a completely warped card and say, "Here's your Omnimon back." That's not my Omnimon. That's your Omnimon. You're going to order me one. Like, that's how it is. That's just how it is. You gotta make sure you set those boundaries of what can you borrow, what can't you borrow from your friends, and be like, are they okay with it? Are they comfortable with it? And you gotta respect the boundaries even then.
Boundaries are very important. How do we get on this?
Tangents are tangents,
and I love it.
And while still, again, before we close out this podcast, again, it's like the entire set of BT05, Battle of Omni has been revealed. So now we're waiting on, what is it called? Set
Double
6,
Diamond?
Double Diamond.
Yep,
yeah,
Double Diamond. I'm excited for
Double
that for Greymon stuff because I'm
guys, if you
fan.
If you ever looked at the art and you're wondering where those Digimon are coming from, watch Digimon Try. You understand?
Oh yeah. Yep. It's called. And let's watch the new series too.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
I don't
because
think in it.
Some of them.
Well, the ones on the cover are double.
Yeah.
No, that's only Digimon.
That's and then you got the movie.
Yeah, then you got the movie.
And everything. Watch Digimon content.
Just watch Digimon.
Just watch Digimon, have fun, and like just do what you can.
Right.
Also, if you're new to the entire series,
maybe start with the 2020 series
the 2020
first, and then go back.
Okay.
Because the 2020 series is supposed to be that kind of.
It's a reboot, but here's the thing though about it though, because like if you're a Digimon, if you're trying to get Digimon and Digimon's your first anime, I suggest going with the very first form because it's like it gives you like a like less harsher introduction to it because like it shows them at a different pace. But like if you're used to anime, maybe start with that. But I'm saying like if you're a little more into anime or like a little newer to like Digimon stuff like that, it does help to like start with the old one just because the fact the old one does like give you a less harsh introduction to it.
Right. So all of Set 5 has been revealed. We have our first ban list, restriction list with 2 problematic green cards and everything. Yes, I tested it out. The deck, yes, it's slower, but it's not unplayable. If you are a true green player, you will know what to put in to combat this. Instead of playing Bacho Stingmon, I actually took it out and played Mega Gargomon. I focused on download as much as possible and everything. I run the level 4 Argomon at 4 now instead of 2, just so I can make sure I download and use Ceresmon and everything. I run Flower Cannon again.
I hate that card.
Because it keeps working on you.
Stop it.
It works. It works.
It works in the most unexpected ways.
And just because it's restricted doesn't mean you can't run it at all.
Cue the meme from the Digimon Facebook group where it just shows a mama meme.
Oh yeah, dude. I gotta find it. You gotta send it to me now. Neat. And then of course, our explanation of power creep. Hope it helps and all that. That's all we had for.
Wait, there's one thing I want to say.
Oh, there is.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want an even better version and understanding of power creep in this game, probably look at Black Greymon, Black War Greymon 5.
Oh.
Yeah, we got about him.
Okay, all the Black War Greymons.
Yeah, look at all those.
Almost all of them.
Most of them. Just check them out.
Because every Black War Greymon with skin color Black War Greymon there's a War Greymon that's a black card, not that one. They're all increasingly better, and they all either have reboot or something.
Yeah.
And you'll see that that's also a version of power creep, but at the same time, Black wasn't doing anything in the meta to be considered power creep because they needed help. And Black War Greymon is their only salvation other than Craniumon until set 4 and 5 or 5.
So the next Black War Greymon for us.
And then what's their best thing to shoot them up in the meta?
I would say 5.
Set 5 is like when they get boosted into the meta.
Set 5. So Darkdramon actually is one of the
meta cards.
Yeah.
So that's set 4.
That's 4.
Yeah, that's set 4.
So yeah,
and
Black doesn't do anything until set 4.
Yeah.
Maybe 7.5 for a minute. It won't be like 2 minutes, but it'll be like
it's low tier.
Yeah, it'd be B tier because like
yeah.
You can't go Craniumon unless you have Shine Greymon and this.
So go. All right, we're done taking up all your time. We updated you on all of the latest leaks. We tried to give you guys some advice on competitive play as well as power creep and all that. And we just hope that you have a nice day. Peace.
Oh, also, Devin has to edit all this out.
I'm not. Out of spite.